Hello, Ratton families. It's Miss Massey. I'm so glad that you have joined me today for Coffee with the Counselor. Today, we are going to talk about anxiety and how you can support your children if or when they are feeling anxious. I feel like anxiety comes up a lot today with our kids, but they don't know exactly what it means. So, I'm hoping today I can give you some skills and strategies that will help you help your children if they're ever feeling anxious. So, let's get started. As we begin, I want to make sure that you know that if your child feels anxious, he or she is not alone. Childhood anxiety is becoming more and more common, and there are now around 4 million children between the ages of 3 to 17 who have been diagnosed with anxiety. This only includes those who have been formally diagnosed and not include children who experience anxiety periodically or who have not been diagnosed. Because childhood anxiety is so prevalent, parents are frequently asking how to best support their children when anxiety strikes. So, what can parents do? First, I would like to talk about some specific things that you can do as a parent or guardian to help your child manage their anxiety. One of the most important things to remember when children feel worried or anxious is not to dismiss their feelings. While their feelings may seem unwarranted to us, they are very real to the child experiencing them. By reminding children that it is okay to feel anxious, we validate their experiences and give them permission to work through it. A practical tip for helping children work through their anxiety and help to make them manage it in a way that doesn't take over their lives is to have them write down their worries when they come up. Children can then place the worries in a container, and you can set a time of the day or the week to go through them together. This provides a safe space for children to work through their worries and to see that you will process their feelings with them. As you help your child work through their worries, it is important to help your child focus on what they can control. For example, if your child is worried about a test coming up, remind them that they can't control which questions are on the test, but they can control how they prepare for the test. Lastly, when supporting children who are feeling anxious, it is important to make sure that your own anxieties are in check. Different life circumstances can leave us all feeling anxious. Our kids can pick up on this. So it is important that we, as adults, are using our coping strategies to manage our anxieties because they pick up on everything and they model what you do. So, what do you say? When you are talking to a child who is feeling anxious, it can be hard to know what to say. The most important thing to remember is to validate their feelings and let them know that you are there to support them. Some great things that you can say to your child when worry and anxiety creep in are, I know this is hard for you. I am here for you. Let's work through this together. Or, you are safe. I am here. These statements are simple and do not fix the problem for the child, but instead it lets them know that they are okay and supported. On the flip side, it is again important to not be dismissive of their worries. This can make a child feel foolish for sharing his or her feelings and reluctant to show them in the future. Another common phrase that we want to avoid is stop worrying. It is almost impossible to just decide to stop worrying. Unfortunately, worry is not a switch that we can just flip on and flip off. Although this statement can have positive intentions, it may actually cause the child to feel like a failure because he or she was unable to stop the worrying. Again, the best thing to do is to validate their feeling and work together to help your child manage them. So let's look at some coping strategies for anxiety. A great way to do this is by helping your child learn and use various coping strategies. When it comes to coping skills, it is crucial to talk about them and practice them when your child is in a calm state. This will make it easier for your child to use the strategies when they are feeling upset or anxious. It is also great to have a variety of coping skills that your child can choose from. Some coping skills may not always be possible or may not seem helpful at that time. Work with your child to come up with several things that they can do to feel more calm when the anxiety starts to ramp up. A great coping skill for anxiety is deep breathing. Deep breathing can help your child's body and brain slow down, which can be helpful when their brain is working in overdrive. And we do that a lot at school. They know how to close their eyes. Sometimes we do rainbow breathing. Sometimes we do belly breathing. Sometimes we do bubble breathing. But they know that they're supposed to close their eyes, breathe in through their nose and out through their mouth. And they should do it about 6 times to really relax their brain and help them to focus. Establishing a practice of gratitude is another great coping skill for anxiety. This can be done by keeping a gratitude journal, sharing what you are thankful for, or even countering each anxious thought with 3 things to be grateful for. Other great strategies to remind your child of are talking to an adult, journaling or drawing, focusing on what you can control, and getting exercise. Again, the more comfortable your child is with knowing and using their coping skills, the more likely he or she will use them. Worry and anxiety are normal feelings. However, if your child seems to be worrying constantly and or it is affecting their functioning like sleep, school, etc., it can be helpful to consult some outside help. You can talk to your child's pediatrician, or I can help you get connected to some other resources in the area that will help you and your child. Remember, you are not alone. Children and families all across the world are dealing with anxiety. Thankfully, however, there are an increasing number of resources that exist to give children the support that they need. And so down below, I have some articles for the parents that can, or guardians that you can read. There's one that's a psychologist. I thought her video was great. And then I added some read alouds for the kids and some other videos for the older kids. So there's lots of resources and ideas and strategies down below. But like I always say, if there's anything I can ever help you with, please just let me know. I hope this has helped you understand anxiety yourself and given you ideas on how to help your children if anxiety ever comes up. I hope you guys have a great day, and thank you for listening. Bye.